All praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rukah Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to sincere brothers that's doing the will of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, once again, we're out here doing the will of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. You know, so we're gonna open up with whatever brothers got.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Salakia. 1 John.
Yeah, man, because, you know, the prophecies are speaking right now, man. And, you know, we coming towards the end, man. You know, that's why things are speeding up, man. These days are flying by, man. All right, give me that Isaiah where it says, a little one shall become 1,000. So hastening in his time. Yeah, the Lord is hastening the time, man. All right. You know, I think there's another scripture that says, you know, make the time short in 2nd Ezra. What is it? I think the 2nd chapter.
Somebody could you go for?
2nd Ezra. 2nd chapter.
It's called, yeah, it says make the time short, something like that. Or it might be in.
Let's get Amos line and make. You want to put you, I got a picture read it.
Yeah. All right, this is Isaiah 11, and I'm going to start at 7. I'm going to start at actually verse 6. Isaiah 11 and 6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and the little child shall lead them.
Yeah, and that's talking about in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because you know, once the so-called white man is taken out of power, and you know the righteous judge is in power, which is Yahweh Shai. All right, all things are gonna be in order, man. All right, there ain't gonna be no more, you know, swords drawn against another man. All right, and you're gonna have the animals aligned with the children of Israel, man. And we're gonna be able to, you know, allow our kids to roam the earth, man. Without having to worry about them, you know, being taken by evil, man. Because, you know, evil is going to be done away with, man. But you're going to put, you know, evil is going to be amongst these other nations. It ain't going to be amongst the children of Israel. Because why? Because we're going to have the new bodies. All right, we're going to be incorruptible, man. We're not going to be able to sin. All right, so we're going to be perfect.
And the animals going to be in one accord with each other. That's why I said the wolf going to draw the lamb. You know, a wolf and a sheep. It's a lamb and a sheep. They're like sworn enemies. You always got that. You all heard that fable of the boy who cried wolf. You know, the wolf and the lamb are like mortal enemies. It's like a lion and a hyena. But for you to have a wolf and an animal, a wolf and a lamb, which are like basically like mortal enemies. One is a carnivore, one is a herbivore, one is predator, one is prey. If they're in one accord with one another, meaning they're at peace. How much more other types of predators, other types of prey? That's why I mentioned the bear and the calf as well. The lion eating straw like the ox. They're not going to eat it anymore. You know, a lion can't survive with a whole diet based upon vegetation, based upon grain. So most are going to change the whole digestive system of the lion for it to be able to have to eat something else to sustain life. You know?
But before, you know, we get into the kingdom of heaven, America has to be destroyed, man. You know, and Yahweh Shah has to deliver the elect. Okay, and destroy 2/3 of our people. You know, I got a scripture for you. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom.
Yeah, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are upon the sinful kingdom. All right, and the eyes represent the angels, man. All right, and you know they behold what's going on in this kingdom, man. The sinful kingdom right now is America. Okay. What is sin? Transgression of the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, America is full of transgression of the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, man. All right, nothing but adulterers. All right, the scriptures say this is a wicked and adulterous generation. Okay, you got you know, murderers. All right, you got sorcerers, people that you know, commit witchcraft. All right, worshiping these false idols and religions. Okay, you got the robbers, which is the Edomites, the so-called white men. All right, which stole this land from the indigenous people of North, South, Central America and the Caribbean islands, and Canada, if you will. Okay, and you know,
and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Yeah, the Most High is going to destroy America from off the face of the earth, man. Which is known as Babylon the Great, man. All right, the kingdom of the so-called white man is going to be destroyed from off the face of the earth, man. By the way of thermonuclear destruction. Okay, and the chariots of the Most High, man. With concentrated fire, man. All right, Yahweh Shai said, the saints shall take the kingdom, man. All right. That's why he said 2,000 years ago, you know, his servants is gonna fight, man. All right, not at that time, but in this time, man, we're gonna take over the world by violence, man. All right.
Let's do more to this. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Yeah. The Most High is not gonna utterly destroy the house of Jacob, man. All right. But the Most High is gonna destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Which are you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans and confusion of faces, right? Because why? Because they're not gonna repent, man, and you know they ain't in them to repent. All right, but you know the 1/3, the 144,000, and the 1/3, they're gonna be delivered from that destruction, man. The Most High is not gonna utterly destroy us, man. Okay, but 2/3 they're gonna be destroyed by the plagues that the Most High is gonna bring. Get the
yeah, because
Jeremiah 16:4.
2/3 are gonna be destroyed with America, man. You know, and the elect is gonna be delivered. Man. You got the scripture. I got a precept. This is Amos. No, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay, that yoke, you know, the so-called white man put on us. Okay, Yahweh Shai is gonna break that yoke, man. That this devil, so-called white man, his biblical name is Esau, Edom. Yahweh Shai is gonna break that yoke, man, from off our necks. Okay, off thy neck. So you know, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Right? We're not gonna serve, you know, these damn devils and these different gods anymore, man. America's gonna be wiped off the face of the earth, man. You know, that's prophecy in the Bible, and you're not gonna learn that anywhere, man.
Yeah, you're gonna burst them bonds, those chains that he was bound in.
Yeah.
You know, like a bond is like when somebody's linked together,
right,
so to speak. If I said me and his brother has a bond, me and his brother are linked with one another.
Right.
So the Most High is gonna burst those bonds, those link of chains, so to speak, that Esau has placed on us historically as well, that are still on us. They may not be on us physically, those shackles, but they're on us figuratively because we're still down to Esau's power. The Most High is going to burst those bonds. And strangers are going to no more serve themselves. You know?
Verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, okay? That day is talking about the day of the Lord, man, the Lord's second coming, you know? Because Yahweh Shai is going to come back with the angels, man, okay? And that day is not going to be a sweet day, okay? Yahweh Shai ain't going to come back, you know, giving people, you know, sweets and flowers and stuff like that, you know? It's going to be complete darkness, chaos. Saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
So we ain't going to be servants anymore. We're not going to be servants to those to the other nations any longer. As a matter of fact, read the next verse.
Verse 13.
We're not going to be servants to those strangers. Go on.
Salakia. Verse 9. But they shall serve the Lord their power.
Yeah, so strangers are no longer going to serve themselves of us, meaning strangers are no longer going to be served by us, but we're going to serve the Lord our power. So we're going to be in servitude to the Most High once again, because we are His servants, right? It's written, I believe, in the book of Isaiah, the 40th chapter, or maybe 41:8. He calls Jacob his servant. We're His servants. You got that? I think Isaiah 41:8.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that Isaiah. Somebody get Isaiah 41:8.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna send you.
And you got it right there.
Isaiah chapter 41, verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend.
So Jacob said, Israel's my servant. We're the Most High's servant. So we're going to serve the Most High once again. Okay, you can finish that off. You can finish the 8th verse off.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Verse 9. But they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
Yeah, because David's going to be king over Israel once again. King David himself. Okay? Who is a part of the 12 because he's Peter. So it's not like 12 and David. David's a part of the 12. He's Peter. Okay? So David's gonna be king wants to be. All right? That's it on that.
Yeah, that's it.
Back.
Yeah.
Get the Jeremiah.
This is Jeremiah 16:4. They shall die of grievous deaths.
Yeah, that's talking about 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Like the brother read previously, that the Lord's going to destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. All right, get that in Zechariah 13 too. Yeah, read that again.
This is Jeremiah 16:4. They shall die of grievous deaths.
Yeah, grievous deaths, man. All right, famine, okay, which is a shortage of food. All right, sword, which is who? The so-called white man and his killing instruments. The guns, all right, and all the different various new technology that this devil got, okay? Death and destruction, spirits created for vengeance, man. Death angels, okay? Fire, which is the thermonuclear destruction, the ones that take the mark of the beast, all right? The ones that's allotted to be destroyed by that thermonuclear destruction. That's the Most High. That's the plague that the Most High got for 2/3 of his people, man.
Concentration camps.
Concentration camps.
You know, the so-called white man's gonna torture you in these different camps. You know.
This is 2nd Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
Yeah, let the multitude perish, which was born in vain, man. All right, 2/3 of the nation of Israel. All right, they were born in vain, man. They're predestined to be destroyed, man. All right, these niggas that that sell out. Okay, these niggas that there's no right. Oh, somebody hold Jeremiah 13, where it says, "Can an Ethiopian change his skin?" Yeah, man. So
23.
Yeah,
13, 23.
Read that again, bro.
2nd Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
Yeah, going into 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. They're born in vain, man. All right, there's not a righteous bone within them, man. They can't, like the scriptures say, they won't even blush, man. They're not ashamed to do iniquity, man. All right, that's why they got to be destroyed, man. All right, they just wicked, man.
And they was born in vain because you gave birth to them for no reason because they're getting ready to die. They was born in vain.
Yeah.
The birth was an empty birth. It was a birth that was void. Not to be accounted of due to the fact that you're giving birth to them, but they're gonna die anyway. It's like if a person says, it's like if you're about to have a fight, right? Let's say you're a professional fighter, and you training just to lose, like in the first round. You fight Mike Tyson in '86, right? You training all them weeks for that fight, just to lose in the first round. All that training was basically in vain. It was for nothing. So the multitude was born in vain because they was born basically for nothing because they're gonna perish anyway. Scripture tell you their children gonna be torn apart, dashed in pieces, right? They're gonna eat their own children. Okay? So we're gonna go back to what you were reading.
Let me finish up in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 16:4. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented.
You got it out.
Neither shall they be buried.
Read it again. Start.
This is Jeremiah 16:4. They shall die of grievous deaths.
Yeah, man, terrible deaths, man. You know, this damn white man, so-called white man, he's gonna torture our people, okay? He's gonna rape our women, okay? Not only the so-called white man, these other nations, man, when they come here to America, man, it's gonna be nothing but chaos out here. Continue.
What kind of grievous does it happen? What happens? They're gonna be going through
Guillotines, right? Starvation,
firing squads,
race wars,
ran over by tanks,
heads chopped off, your private parts chopped off. You know what I'm saying? This damn devil might put you into, a big tank of boiling water. You know what I'm saying? There's different previous deaths, There used to be this show called 1,000 Ways to Die or something like that. A million. Yeah, I remember I used to watch it. Damn, the Most High, he's to be feared. You know what I'm saying? The Most High could destroy you, man, in any way he wants to, man. In the worst way, you might be afraid of spiders, and the Most High might allow it where, a whole bunch of spiders just fucking start biting you, and you just die a slow, painful death. You know what I'm saying? Continue on.
They shall die of grievous deaths.
Right.
They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth.
They ain't gonna be lamented.
Yeah, nobody's gonna cry for them. Nobody's gonna worry about them. You know, we're born in the 2/3, man. So you 2/3 are hearing the good news. You know, the Most High is gonna destroy you, man. You're gonna die grievous deaths. Okay. And we're not gonna worry about you dying, man. We're not gonna, you know, we have family members that are straight up niggas, you know what I'm saying? We have people that, you know, you grew up with, friends in the world that are straight up niggas, you know, but we know that, you know, they're gonna perish because they're continuing in their wicked ways, you know, in America's ways, you know, following the customs of the so-called white man and following different gods, committing idolatry, you know, sleeping with different women, you know, married women, committing adultery, being homosexuals. Continue.
There's a scripture in Apocrypha, and it says 7 days do a man mourn for somebody that died. But it said, but for a foolish man, all the days of his life, you know.
Right. Basically, you know, you live in, you know, these temples, man. We're supposed to honor these temples, man. You know what I'm saying? These bodies that we got. You know what I'm saying? But 2/3 of our people, they don't
grievous
honor.
Right now they're grievous. You know, dealing with them. We're mourning because we're dealing with wicked Israelites. You got to deal with them. You got to deal with them on the job. You got to deal with them. You go to the DMV, or if our people work for law enforcement, they give you the hardest time.
Right.
Grievous.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Sirach chapter 22 verse 12. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and an ungodly man all the days of his life.
Yeah, 2/3 of our people are ungodly, man. So we're not gonna mourn for 2/3 of our people perishing here in America. You know, we're not gonna lament for them. The hell with them, man. They deserve it, man.
It's like a mother. You know, she got a son. You know, he's always running the streets, and she can't sleep at night because she just know one day she's gonna get that call. You know, that, you know, come identify the body. But so every night she can't sleep. So the time he actually do die, she you know, she's not even sad no more because she was expecting it. Because she didn't more grieve worrying about him dying than him actually dying.
Yeah. Right.
And the scripture said that they're gonna be cast out as dung, man. So you know, when all hell break loose, you might see a nigga that you knew in the world. You'll be like, oh shit, you just gonna walk right over him. You ain't gonna have time for him. You know, you're gonna be worried about your own salvation, man. You know,
you're gonna be dying by the mass.
That's right. They ain't out here laboring with us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're not out here doing the work with us. So the hell with them. You know, they scoffing, they being wicked. Let them be wicked and let them perish, man. That's the mentality you have to have in this truth. You know, when you first come into this truth, you're always trying to, you know, most brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I was trying to wake everybody up. You know what I'm saying? But as you grow in this truth, man, it's not meant for everybody, and you're gonna understand that, you know.
You know, you try to teach, you know, these niggas in the hood. You know, these niggas start laughing at you, man.
Yeah.
You know, making fun of you and shit.
Yeah, cause this is not.
What are you, a preacher now?
This ain't in right now. You know what I'm saying? Being an Israelite is not in. It's being a nigga that's in. You know, that's what this society creates, niggas, man. Foolish, simple-minded niggas, man. That everything, you know, their conversation is nothing but wickedness, you know what I'm saying? They glory on wickedness, you know, about having sex with another man's woman, you know what I'm saying? You know, murdering their own brother, you know, selling drugs to their own brothers and sisters. You know, that's what niggas want to hear, you know what I'm saying? But real soon, in the near future, okay, in the day of the Lord, okay, Yahweh Shai is going to put the spirit on his elect, man. And we're not going to be out here fishing, man. We're going to be out here hunting, man.
Yes, I got 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Yeah, menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, man. These women, you know, these Israelite women, well, they're not really Israelite women, but, you know, these women out here, they bringing forth monsters, man. These little niggas, man, you know, this generation is that wicked generation Yahweh Shah was talking about, that curseth their mother and their father, man. All right, the father's not in the house. All right, these niggas walking around with their pants sagging, okay, smoking weed, you know, all this folly that they do, man. Tattoos all over their face, all right, dyeing their hair pink rainbow, and you know, just doing all types of fucking degenerate shit, man. they're monsters, man. They don't have no understanding, man. They reprobates, man. All right, and that's the times we in now, man. It's you know, it's worse than how it's ever been, man. Now everybody wants to be a faggot, man. You know, that's what's sin. All right, being a damn simp. All right, anybody else?
I got some.
Yeah, read that verse on top of it too.
This is 2nd Esdras 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
There'll be confusion in many places. That's what's gonna be in America. All kinds of hell will be breaking loose. You have economic collapse going on. You got martial law going on over here. You got famine going on over here. You got certain parts of the country going to be worse than other parts of the country.
Right.
It's going to be various forms of confusion all over. Martial law. People are getting rounded up into concentration camps, getting shot down and dead in the street. Go ahead. Race riots. Yep, that's right.
There's a lot of things going on all at one time.
Yeah.
That's what confusion means. Con meaning with, and fuse means to join together.
Right.
So you're gonna have so much things going on at one time.
Right.
People getting shot over, getting shot to your left of you. On the right side, people getting detained and taken to a detention center.
Right, bro.
People sick. It was on the news. They got another type of drug that they mix with weed, and it was what?
K2.
It's like K2, and it produced like a zombie
Is that
effect.
bath salt thing?
I don't remember, but it was one
K2.
it was one event. It's not K2, it's another one. It was one event. A girl went to the church, the Edomite girl, and she pulled out her eyeballs.
Wow.
Yeah, and she like rebuked it, whatever.
Wow.
She pulled out. She was high off that shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
And that's just going on now. Imagine, you know, when the shit's actually kick off, you know, there's gonna be a lot of they're gonna have because you know everything is they do in the laboratory. They could release a virus that attack a certain part of your brain. You lose that discernment.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
I believe that.
They already do that now. They create these different mental disorders. Mental disorders are all created in a fucking lab, man. Yeah,
What do you think vaccines do to your body,
and
bro?
because you know once they give you the injection, once they give you a pill, you now become addicted to it. You can't function without it.
Yeah.
You got people that may have been taking a certain drug in the 90s or in the 80s for so-called mental illness. After getting off of it for years, for decades, and they was never the same as they were before they got on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if they try to tell you your child got some kind of so-called mental disorder, don't believe these fucking crackers, man. Right.
There shall
We
be,
got time from topic in the quote.
2nd Esdras 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again.
Fire represents what? Affliction, tribulation. What happened again? Go ahead.
And the wild beasts shall change their places.
The wild beasts going to change their place, meaning what? Animals will move from one area to another area.
Right.
You know? You got certain animals migrating in certain places. When all hell breaks loose, after America is destroyed, America's going to be filled with number of desert creatures. Does that mean America is going to be destroyed and you're going to have a goddamn iguana just survive the explosion? No, because certain bodies of water that's around America is going to be dried up by the thermonuclear destruction, which is going to make a way for the beasts of the wilderness, as it mentioned in the book of Isaiah. That's how them animals are going to get here. Certain bodies of water around America are going to be dried up from neighboring, and then them animals from the neighboring islands. It's like, for example, you see how you're on this landmass here, and you got the road here. Now let's say this is all water. If a big fire occurs and all of the water evaporates, now any animals on this landmass can now travel where the water once was. So animals move up out of their places, man.
It won't by me, right?
The wild beasts shall change their places, and ministers women shall bring forth monsters.
Yeah, little niggas, deformed children, premature babies. When all hell breaks loose, these menstruous women are going to bring forth all these monsters. You're going to have a bunch of untimely births. You're going to have a bunch of niggas out here being niggas. You know, doing all manner of wickedness that's going on when all hell breaks loose. When all hell breaks loose, you have niggas still stealing TVs.
Yeah.
They're going to think that, oh, it's just martial law for now. But when all this boils over, I'm having a 50-inch flat screen smart TV in my house. It don't happen like that, dog.
First couple of days, they're gonna think their mindset is gonna be as if everything gonna go back to routine.
Yeah, like,
so they're gonna be having fun, partying, shooting at the sky, shooting at people. It's like gonna be like the blackout.
Yeah, like the blackout.
What was that? 2001?
2003.
2003?
Yeah.
I was 13 when that happened.
Yeah.
You know, you hear gunshots from the window.
Yup,
You
yup.
can't see shit.
Yeah. Remember that too.
I got some. This is Jeremiah.
They're gonna think like Hurricane Katrina. Niggas were stealing Jordans. You know? You have niggas breaking in Models, breaking in Foot Locker, stealing phone posits. You know what I'm saying? Stealing Jordans and shit.
Yeah.
It's things that going back to routine, man. Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 13. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leper his spots?
Yeah, can the Ethiopian change his skin or leper his spots? The answer is no. Go ahead.
Then may
Hey, listen,
ye...
oh, wait a minute now, brother. Hold on, I got a question for you. You got Ethiopians out there bleaching their skin nowadays. But guess what? You still can't change your skin because it's in your genes. You still can't change it. You can never permanently get a change it. You ever see somebody West Indian that bleached their skin, but they got them black knuckles? Here you are, you as dark as Shaquille O'Neal, and you bleach your skin. Now you're like a light-skinned nigga, but yet your knuckles are still black as hell. You can never really change your skin. You know, you can never really change your skin.
It says,
And the leopard can't change their spots. You know? Go ahead.
then may
Even
ye...
like a what is it? A jaguar? What's the? I think it's a leopard. Like now you got. Now I'm thinking of a leopard, a jaguar, but even the so-called Black Panther, which I believe a Black Panther is really just a leopard. It's not even full black. It actually has the same pattern of the leopard. When the sun shines on his body, you actually see that the pattern under the dark fur. You know? You know what I'm saying?
It says, then may ye do good.
The reason I said jaguar because I'm thinking even a jaguar or a leopard, which I can look it up. Go ahead.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
So just as an Ethiopian can't change his skin, the leopard can't change his spots. A person can't do good that's accustomed to do evil. You can't change if it's in your nature, if it's in your blood, if it's in your spirit.
Scriptures say they have fainted, man. They lie at the head of all the streets, man. It's talking about these jakes, man, on the corner. You know, yo, what's up? I got that 5 for 20.
And that right there's going into Esau.
Yeah.
You know, you still can't change if you wanted to. You got jakes that was wicked. That was part of they are part of the elect, and they're gonna change their ways, and come to the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shah, come to the truth. But that's going into Esau right there. Esau can't change his ways, no matter how hard he tries. That's why he gotta be exterminated. And the other nations can't either. But the Most High will have mercy on them. They go back into the young lands after they said they time of slavery. You know? You got a scripture?
Got some. This is Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days.
This is really a little bit louder.
This is Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers...
What's that, Revelation?
No, Matthew 24.
Okay, read it again.
Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days
After the tribulation of those days,
shall
like
the,
martial law. Go ahead.
Shall-
Immediately after. Go ahead.
shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light.
Esau's wisdom and knowledge is going to be darkened. But guess what? The actual sun is going to be darkened too. And the moon's going to be darkened too. Why? Because you're going to have the chariot. The sky is going to be completely flooded with so-called UFOs. The chariots of Israel. And not to mention, when the thermonuclear destruction comes, the smoke is going to go up. It's going to go up and it's going to actually block out the light from the sun. Okay? And the smoke is going to go up for so long that even when it turns night, it's going to block out the light from the moon. I watched the video, I think it was called The Road to Armageddon or something like that the other night. But I'm going to watch it again and know what it was showing it. It goes into how if there's a nuclear destruction, the smoke going to go up so high. I believe I don't know if they mentioned it said 50 miles, I'm not sure exactly what they said. But it said the smoke is going to go up so high in the sky that to the point it's going to go up so high in the sky in an area where it doesn't rain, which is going to cause the smoke to stay up for years. That's why I need the scripture to tell you the smoke will go up forever and ever, meaning for a long time. The smoke going to go up so high in the sky, it's going to be above the clouds. It's going to be so high and reaching the sky where it doesn't rain in that particular area. Therefore, the rain won't be able to just wash the smoke out of the sky. So the smoke won't stay up for a very, very long period of time, for years. You know. Go ahead.
And the stars shall fall from heaven.
Go ahead.
And the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
The knowledge. Go ahead. And the powers of heaven will be shaken.
And then shall...
Meaning what? The rulerships. It's going to be shaken. Everybody gonna be shook up. America, the big bad wolf of America is gonna be destroyed. Everybody gonna be shook up by that. Go ahead.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. So that moon, that wisdom, that sun and that moon, the wisdom and knowledge is gonna be darkened. It's gonna be eventually an actual physical darkness. All this is gonna be happening at the same time period. When it says immediate after the tribulation, it don't mean after martial law, then Yahweh Shai is gonna come. Martial law is gonna already be going on when Yahweh Shai is coming. After martial law begins, Yahweh Shai is gonna come. When Yahweh Shai is coming, martial law is still gonna be occurring. Okay? It's still gonna be going on. If martial law starts January 2nd of this year, which it hasn't, if it starts January 2nd, and Yahweh Shai comes 6 months later, martial law is still gonna be going on. That's still technically after the tribulation. But that means tribulation actually ended. You understand what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shai said what? Yahweh Shai said, you understand what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shai said what? Yahweh Shai said, I'm coming to send fire on the earth, and more life be already kindled. Because martial law is already be occurring in this society. It's going to already be kindled. So Yahweh Shai is going to come after that tribulation. Not meaning after martial law is over, because Yahweh Shai is going to come while all that is occurring. When Yahweh Shai comes and shooting the lasers in the chariots, the missiles is going to be on their way. When Yahweh Shai comes shooting lasers from his chariots, you're going to see smoke up in the skies. Because buildings are going to be destroyed. It's going to be like zzz, 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 zzz. You're not even going to hear nothing. It's going to be, this is the laser shoot. And stuff is going to be being destroyed.
It's all power right there. Most high, man. It's terrible power.
Right?
And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
All the different nations, they're going to mourn, they're going to weep, lament. Go ahead.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
And they're going to see Yahweh Shai come with all of the clouds of heaven, all of the chariots, or UFOs, go ahead.
With power and great glory.
With power and great glory. Because Yahweh Shai is going to come in an enormous chariot. The size of it, it's going to be like a mountain. You know?
I got a precept too.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 13. Well, is it, I think it's no, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate.
You got it, Shemaiah.
Yeah, man. Let's start from the top.
All right, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited.
Yeah, this America is not going to be inhabited, okay? After Yahweh Shai destroys this place, okay, it's not going to be inhabited, okay?
Yep.
There's not going to be no people inhabiting this land. It's going to be empty, bro.
But it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon.
Holy, that's with a W, right?
Yeah, holy.
Meaning completely desolate.
Yeah.
Whole, W-H-O-L-E.
Yeah.
If I say give me that whole pizza pie,
Yeah, the whole.
that means the whole thing. The complete thing. All slices of it. So if it's wholly desolate, means it's going to be completely desolate. Read that part again.
It says, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues.
Yeah, man. Everybody. Read that from.
All right. It says, speak a little louder.
Yeah.
All right. It says, every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues.
Yeah, a lot of you people are going to be astonished, man, of this place getting destroyed. Okay, this place is going to be destroyed, and a lot of people are going to be astonished, man. They're going to be like, damn, why Babylon is getting destroyed, or why Babylon is destroyed? You know what I'm saying?
Verse 14.
But they're going to be astonished, they're going to be shocked. Why are they going to be shocked for?
Yeah,
Why would they be shocked that America being destroyed?
Yeah, because a lot of you people think that America is going to last forever, and it's not. Okay, it's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth, completely destroyed. Okay?
Verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord.
Yeah, Babylon has sinned against the Lord, man. Everything that this society does, man, is against the Lord. All the laws of this society are contrary to the laws of the Most High. Okay? Read that verse again.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her.
Yeah, we're shooting at Babylon, you know what I'm saying?
The nations.
Yeah, but that ain't talking about us though.
Yeah, it's talking about the nations, the other nations shooting at Babylon the missiles over here to this place. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Russia. You know what I'm saying? North, South Korea. Okay.
Which one is America's ally?
South Korea.
It's one of the Koreas. South Korea, that's the ally? Well, America's allies, part of them, some of the allies gonna shoot at them. The allies gonna shoot at them too.
Yeah.
It says, "All ye that bend the bow."
What does that mean? All of them bend the bow. What's the arrow talking about?
Missiles.
So what's the boat? What's the boat talking about? Arrow comes out of a bow, right?
Right.
So what does the missile come out of?
Yeah.
The silos.
Oh yes.
So it says all you that bend the boat, meaning what? All of them that got those missiles out, all of them that had the nuclear power.
And all these countries got the nuclear power.
All of them don't got nuclear power. All countries on Earth don't have nuclear power, but they have allies that have nuclear power. You know, they have allies that got nuclear power. And if any country that's America's enemy is going to shoot at America that don't have the power, their allies will just give it to them. But let's say Iran can't build their own nuclear weapon. Well, Russia's their ally. Russia give them nuclear weapons. You know? Because it's going to tell you, are they becoming as weak as we? America's enemy is starting to build up and have that nuclear power. So all nations that got that power going to shoot at it. Going to shoot at it. India got the missile. You know? Dominican Republic don't got a nuclear missile that I know of. So every single nation on the planet don't got the power, but America's allies are going to destroy America with them nuclear missiles.
Right.
So read that verse 14 from top again.
Jeremiah 50 and 14.
Break it down.
Put yourselves in array against Babylon. That's going into, you know.
No, this is what we're breaking
Oh,
down.
my father said. Yeah, it's like, go ahead.
Yeah, because these other countries, man, are against Babylon. A lot of these countries, man. You know, you got Russia, Iran,
Get back
okay,
here.
South Korea.
Good. You make, you know.
Okay, they're against
You gotta
this
move it
place,
around, bring it up.
America. Okay.
What you gotta do?
All right, it
So
says.
it's going to be like an array of missiles being shot. They all going to like line up, so figuratively speaking. In fact, look at that word array. Look at that word array.
Jeremiah 50 and 14.
You can just look at the definition on Google. You don't really got to look it up in the English. You know, once you don't have to. You can, but.
So you want the Webster or you want the Hebrew?
Just go on Webster. Just go on Webster. Basic definition. A-R-R-A-Y.
I got it.
Yeah.
It says to dress or decorate, especially in splendid or impressive attire, adorn, to set or place in order, draw up.
See? To set or place in order. Draw up. Be in array. That's how it's going to be. They're all going to be set in place like in a particular order. And it said to dress, right?
Right.
Well, guess what? The missiles are compared to what? To mighty men. The mighty men dressed in warlike apparel. So it says put yourself in array, meaning put yourself in order, get ready for war. Put yourself in array against it.
In Joel it says ranks.
That's right, ranks just like an army.
It says, all ye that bend the bow.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you other heathen nations, man. You bending the bow to shoot your missiles.
All of them that bend the bow, all of them that got that nuclear capability.
Yeah, you like Iran, Russia, you know what I'm saying, South Korea, you know what I'm saying. You got the bow, which is talking about the missiles, okay? Yeah, you're gonna shoot your missiles at America, okay?
Yeah, that bow, that salad that shoots out the arrows and missiles.
It says, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord.
Yeah, that her is referring to America, okay? The daughter of Babylon, okay? You know, the land of confusion, okay? This place is wicked, man. The Most High is against this place. So that's why the Most High has it set up. This is prophecy. It's gonna happen, okay?
And it says spare no arrows. What that mean? You know the arrows is talking about the missiles, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not gonna spare any arrows, what does that mean you're gonna do with missiles? That mean you're gonna save some nuclear missiles for next time there's a war? That mean what you gonna do with them?
You're gonna use all your missiles.
You're gonna use all of them. So
all
don't
the
spare
missiles,
nothing.
man.
Scripture say the earth's gonna rock to and fro like a junkie.
Yeah.
That's from the impact from the missiles.
That's
They're
crazy.
gonna leave the earth shaking, rocking.
Make sure that thing is full.
That's crazy.
Good point. When they tested Tsar Bomba, they said that the shockwave went around the world 3 times, and they just used half the yield. So imagine the shit they got now.
Yeah, imagine with a nuclear weapon, you know.
They said that windows shattered in Sweden.
Hey.
It's crazy.
Now, where did they test the Tsar bomb at? In Russia?
I'm not too sure, but I know.
Now, if you look at where they tested it at, and you can look at how many miles that is from Sweden, that shows you that'll show how powerful it is. I'm a little. I looked that up when I get home.
This is Sirach, chapter 36, verse 8. Sake the time short. Remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works.
Let me get on Malachi 1 and 4, somebody. Go ahead.
It says, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the
Esau.
people.
As I said, what they? Esau. Because it said him that escaped is going to be consumed by the
That
rage.
goes right into my scripture too.
Oh,
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
He that escaped is going to be consumed by the rage of the fire.
That's right.
So you gonna have, for them, you got some Edomites that's going to escape America, but Edomite tents still going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
You gonna have at least that's going to escape America, but it's tell you scripture in Job, it shall go ill with them that left in his tabernacle.
That's right.
Esau going to escape, but those that left in his tabernacle or his house is going to go ill with them. It'll be bad for them because they're going to die.
Yep.
So what did it say?
It said, I'm going to read it again. This is Sirach, chapter 36, verse 8. Sake the time short. Remember the covenant.
Oh, you quote for the scripture. You quote for that one.
Nah, I ain't going.
Okay.
And let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them
So
perish.
him that escaped is going to be consumed by the rage of the fire. Some here going to be consumed by it, and even Esau and even the Edomites that escape and go to other countries, they're going to still be consumed by the fire. Because why? They can go to another country that's going to be destroyed by missiles. Anything. You got Esau, Edomites. I mean, I'm going back to Russia, man. They're going to leave because you got Russians that live in America. I'm going back to Russia, so they're going to leave from Russia. And they're going to go right back. So they're going to leave from America, go right back to their homeland, Russia, and they're going to die there.
You should flee from the iron weapon.
And the ball's still going to strike them too. You know?
Let's sit on that.
Yeah, it was more, but you gotta.
What scripture you quote for?
Yeah, no.
This is Malachi chapter 1 verse 4.
Yeah, go straight to the point.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Now, in this case, these Edomites first began with these elites. Now, when something's impoverished, it said,
Impoverished.
that means broken down. Because the elites, they have plans on implement a new world order and bringing the whole world into one, and having one philosophy, one mind of thinking, one people, worshiping Satan. So they have plans of bringing a one world government. To read it again.
Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Yeah, that's the state of minds of the elites. They got plans on building up their empire, you know, and bringing this one world government. Go ahead.
That's right.
But we will return and build the desolate places.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
Go ahead.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Yeah, because when the Most High destroy this place is gonna be known as the border of wickedness. Because no man's gonna ever come over here ever again. You know, no man gonna dwell here. But it says,
right.
but desert animals.
That's twofold, yeah.
Yeah.
You go, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're gonna know America for his sins.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
Go ahead.
Verse 5, and your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will magnify, Salakia, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel.
Yeah, and that's in the land of Israel. The Most High is gonna be magnified, because that's why it speaks about the name of the Most High is gonna be magnified. Because if you leave it to other nations, they're gonna say Allah did it, Buddha did it. You know, we're gonna tell them it was the Most High, the power of Israel, that brought this destruction. Go ahead.
Oh, you can't see one thing out?
Yeah.
It's like nothing I thought of. When it said the name, so what said the name would be what in Israel?
It says, Malachi chapter 1 verse 5, and your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of
You
Israel.
know what I just thought of? When it said the Lord will magnify the border of Israel? It made me think back to the Tower of Babel. Because they built a high tower, right? And the Tower of Babel. But guess what? The Lord's going to be, what's that, magnified? The
Magnified.
Lord will be magnified. Magnified means to be made great in the border of Israel. And that made me think about how the name of the Lord is a strong tower. So you had a Tower of Babel at that time, but guess what? The Tower of the Lord, the Tower of Yahweh Bashim Shah, is going to be magnified, man. The name of the Lord is that strong tower. You know? It made me think about that.
Verse 6. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor?
Read that again.
This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 6. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father.
Now Israel, we were supposed to be sons unto the Most High. That's why we was named Israel.
Right.
He is a son of the Most High, or he is a prince of the Most High. Because what's a prince? A prince is a son of a king. Go ahead.
If then I be a father, where is mine honor?
Right. Lord saying, if he be a father unto Israel, where's his honor? Because Israel wanted to honor the gods of the other nations and exhort the gods of the other nations instead of the Most High. Go ahead.
And if I be a master, where is my fear?
Yeah. Where's his fear? Because if you feared the Most High, you will comply by the laws of the Most High. But Israel became insubordinate unto the Most High, and the Most High had to cast Israel out the land and put them in servitude. Go ahead.
Oh, Salakia. And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you.
Yeah, if you had the fear of the Most High, you wouldn't break his laws. Because you know, once you break the laws of the Most High, there's a penalty behind it.
Right.
Go ahead.
O priests that despise my name, and ye say, wherein have we despised thy name?
Yeah, he could plot it to the camps today. You know, saying, oh, we don't know the name. We don't know the Hebrew.
Call him anything.
You call him anything, because the Lord knows who you're talking about. But why would the Lord, if you could call the Most High whatever you want, and the Most High know you're representing towards him, why did Moses ask the Most High what's his name? Because when you go to this great people, they're gonna want to know what power has sent him. Go ahead.
Ye offer polluted bread upon mine altar, and ye say, wherein have we polluted thee? In that ye say, the table of the Lord is contemptible.
What does it say? What?
This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 7. Ye offer polluted bread upon mine altar.
You know, you got the showbread that's in the scriptures. They got it right, and they had molded showbread, man. Molded bread. You know?
Yep.
Right.
And
it's about to go molded.
It was about to go
He said,
molded.
well, it's about to go molded, so
Yeah.
instead of giving this bread, I'm gonna give this bread.
Yeah. See that?
and ye say, wherein have
Because
we polluted?
you read the scriptures, they always had wicked priests. An example of one was the sons of
Looking at right now, it's Samuel.
was it Samuel's sons of
Nah,
of
it was
Eli?
Samuel. It was Eli.
It was Eli.
Nah.
Yeah,
The
he
sons
had,
of
he had
Eli's.
2 sons and he wouldn't put them in check.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he went. Yeah, he went and put them in check. And there was you read about them. They, if I'm not mistaken, they was polluting the temple.
They was doing all types of bullshit.
They were doing all
bro.
types of shit. You know, I ain't read history in a long time, but you know, you had 2 wicked. Well, there was sons of Eli, and they was wicked as hell. They were supposed to do right, but they was you know trying to please themselves.
Right here.
All right, go ahead.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 12. Now the sons of Eli were sons of Belial. They knew not the Lord. And the priest's custom with the people was that when any man offered sacrifice, the priest's servant came while the flesh wasn't seething. You know, the flesh is in the boiled stew or whatever, with the flesh hook of 3 teeth in his hand. So you had the flesh hook. You ever seen ever went to a meat market or saw a meat market and you got the meat on the hook and stuff?
Yeah.
It says, and he struck it into the pan or kettle or cauldron or pot. All that the flesh hook brought up, the priest took for himself. So they did in Shiloh unto all the Israelites that came after. Also before they burnt the fat, the priest's servant came and said to the man that sacrificed, give flesh to roast for the priest. For he will not have sodden flesh of thee, but raw. So basically, they didn't even want the meat that was stewed, or that was boiled, that was cooked. They wanted raw meat.
Yeah.
That's against the scriptures.
Yeah.
Was it them that was having sex in the temple?
I
Yeah.
think so. It's
I think-
more.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think they was popping women in the temple,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
And that's why, hey, well, Samuel told Eli, listen,
Yeah.
you shouldn't rebuke them, and you know what? The Lord judged Eli. You know, he's a
Yeah,
hefty
yeah.
brother. Sit
Right.
back, crack his neck. Can I make a point on Malachi, brother?
Yeah.
Malachi was during, right around the time of Ezra, but after, Ezra had passed away, and Nehemiah had went back to Persia. So right now you don't have any heads, you don't have any priests, and it just shows how backsliding Israel is. Because as soon as those brothers left, then that's why Malachi was on the scene, because look, he was like, there's no more heads. As soon as they corrected us, we read the law, Nehemiah was there. As soon as they gone, you niggas went back to doing the same old bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing all types of fuckery. So it just shows you, the minute Israel don't have any type of guide, you see that too with Moses. As soon as Moses went up, went right back to doing their backsliding bullshit.